All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Going to be checking out all the Fallout whips in order. I did check these out originally back on the channel. What was it, a couple months ago now, I guess, man. Fucking time has been flying by, man. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Time has been absolutely flying by. Yeah, we checked them out. I was very, very impressed by the work that Soda's here put into these animations. They are fantastic. The quality is great. And you don't see a lot of animations from the Fallout side of things. You know what I'm saying? You don't really see a whole lot of animated works taking place. So to actually see something kind of, take place over the course of 2 years, something that has this playlist that I found here. This is posted by a guy, Fenrir, has all the parts in order. So I want to give him a shout out because it's very, very convenient, I will say. I think there is a part 18 as well. So at the end there, let me not forget, there probably is a part 18. I think that's on Soda's channel. We can just go check that out at the end there very quick. But yes, it's awesome to see you guys here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry for the later start there. I apologize. I know some of you have been waiting a little bit. That's my bad. Yeah, it's good to see you guys here. Perdito, yeah, good to see you here. Andrew, Battle Chicken, awesome guys. Hey guys, how you guys doing? Separate topic for a second. Checked out the model spurs yet? No, not yet. Not yet, unfortunately, not yet. I do want to do an unboxing video on them. I do think that would be very cool. Much like I did the other one, so I got to get my camera set up to do that, because last time I did it, bro, I had to it was very awkward. I had to position the camera out of frame of this. So, and I did want to do this stream today, and I do want to stream a little bit later today, but we are going to be doing that for sure. I want to check that out with you guys. I think it's going to be awesome. It'll be a great time to see that, yes, but it's awesome to see you guys here. Yeah, the Fallout whips, I'm obviously going to leave a like on these in order as we go, because man, Sodas deserves it. Again, if you guys aren't subscribed to Sodas, if you guys aren't and I'm going to subscribe right now. Why am I not subscribed? Oh wait, what? Oh, subscribe, what? Oh my god, join the channel. Am I not hold on, we gotta sort this out real quick. Oh, is it like a members only? Oh, okay. Or am I already subscribed? I don't... I thought I was already subscribed to Sodas. I am subscribed to Sodas. Interesting. YouTube is glitching out. We're going to ignore it. But yeah, either way, we're going to get into episode 1 here. We did already check out, I believe, if we're looking at this, up to episode 5, it looks like, which sounds accurate. I think we've seen up to episode 5, but I do want to check them out in the start from order, because why not? I mean, they're fantastic. 1440p, of course. Quality is immense on this. And we're going to get right into this. Of course, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe for more content if you're not subscribed, and come on down, join our Discord if you're not in. It's awesome to see you guys there. So come on down, join our Discord. And yeah, big shout out to all of our members, of course, all of our Hastati, our Principes, of course, Dagenhart and Hobbit, and of course, our Prefect Fear. I appreciate you guys. You guys inspire me to make more content for you guys every single day, of course. And yeah, I think if we're not missing anything, we're going to get right into it. Be here later for the games, for sure, Hobbit, for sure. We are going to stream some Skyrim today. I've been passing the fuck out lately at night, which is kind of good, kind of bad, because I've been wanting to stream Skyrim again. We're going to do another long Skyrim stream. It's probably going to be like 10 hours, something like that. It's going to be something crazy. We are going to be doing that after. I do want to get into that. So, yes, without any further delay, let's get right into the Fallout whips, episode 1 here. We have checked this one out. I'm not going to pause too much throughout the videos because they're a little bit shorter. We'll go back if we need to, kind of thing. Otherwise, I'll try to discuss at the end, and we'll go from there, kind of thing. But yeah, let's get right into it. Again, I love the way this looks, man. And there are some inaccuracies with the armor and stuff, I will say, but doesn't matter. It's passable for what you get here. Holy shit. This looks amazing. Then you got Elijah walking up like a fucking badass. Bro, what the fuck? The detail in the faces and shit looks great. Sandstorm effect, all of it, man. McNamara and Elijah, yeah, bro. See, McNamara was actually kind of a G at that time too. That's the thing. Everyone that kind of survived this was pretty goated, I'm not gonna lie. Look at those sentry bots, man. Those things are fucking huge. Also the use, of course, of the OST in the background. Love that. And the detail on the map and shit, bro. Like, wow. And another thing I gotta give credit, obviously that's kind of the end of that one there. I gotta give credit right to the end there too. A lot of animations, especially like, you know, when, I know Sodas is not new to animating, but, you know, a lot of the time when you see like units marching in like formation or together in a close bunch of units, and unfortunately a lot of animators kind of use like the same effect, you know what I'm saying? And it looks noticeable. But I will say the way he shoots this with the camera angle and also the varied amount of animations throughout, like this looks like like they're not really organized, but this looks like a group of units like moving in unison. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look like every animation's the same. It doesn't look stiff. It looks fucking very, very good and passable, I have to say. Like, I'm very impressed by the way he works here. It's awesome to see. Question, are you open for video react suggestions about Warhammer related stuff? Not today, but absolutely, if you want to post those in the recommendations in the Discord or of course in the YouTube comments, feel free to do so. Obviously I'll check those out at a later date. Today we're doing we're doing Fallout today we're doing Fallout, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, hell yeah, Fallout Sunburst. Yeah, man, Broomy, that's it's awesome shit. Big fan of Sodas, man. I have to say, big credit to that. And again, like just seeing the varied amount of shit that's here, right? In terms of like, even the Brotherhood of Steel, like you obviously have boys in power armor, you have boys in combat armor. It's not just like a power armor force. You obviously had a lot of knights, a lot of initiates taking place in that battle as well. And the fact that you also just see them, where is it here? Doing maintenance on like sentry bots and shit as well. And like, just like, it shows just how much more. Like, it's not just like, there's a lot of varied elements at play here. A lot of like, you know, they're an organized actual military force. I think is how they're supposed to be portrayed, right? And he does a really, really fantastic job of showing that the Brotherhood aren't just like a bunch of fucking like rabble. You know what I'm saying? It's good shit. Like it's showing off the organizational side of it. We're gonna get into episode 2 here now. Again, this playlist is very, very goated. So big thank you to Fenrir 5 for that playlist, man. Big shit, very big shit. See if it loads here, of course. Skip ahead a little bit. There we go. Okay, start from the start here. Oh yeah, I meant in general, not right now. Yeah. In general, absolutely. Yeah, bro. Yeah, we do Warhammer shit all the time, bro. Check out the channel. We got so much Warhammer stuff. Yeah, recommend me that. Absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. Not today, but absolutely in the future. 100%. Yeah. Give it to me, man. 100%. Let's get into this one. Hold on, I got a full screen here. What am I doing? Jesus Christ. Amateur reactor. Let's go. And look at the light effect there, man. I just have to glaze a little bit more. What? Like, that looks great.
Hey.
God damn. Again, I mentioned it in the first time I reacted to this. Just the inexperience of like Brotherhood initiates and like knights and shit like that, you know? Especially at this time period for, you know, at Helios here. Elijah really just kind of took what he could get his hands on and went, you know? Shows the NCR actually has a bit of military proficiency to them.
Grenade!
Damn, dude. Oh.
Holy shit!
Holy shit. God damn, dude. Awesome. Like, again, very, very short. And again, like, a lot of these are very short. That's why I want to make, like, a stream out of them. Because, like, again, when I was doing videos out of them, they were almost, like, too, like, inconveniently short to, like, make a video out of, like great. But I think it works great as a stream. Man, again, like, that night scene is fucking awesome. Like, I can't wait to see this all together in one video when he's finally finished it. I know Hobbit here, I know he's not here anymore, but he's waiting until it's finished to watch it. That's completely respectable. I understand that, but man, I can't wait because like it's just such good quality. The lighting effect that he does here, that's extremely well done. Like the shadow effect there, and even like the detail on the face. Let's just see that real quick. Hey. Like he looks fucked up, you know what I mean? Like, goddamn, it looks like this guy was like captured, beaten, and like left there on purpose. You know what I'm saying? It looks like there's intent behind it. It's fucked up to say, but like, that's just awesome work by him, right? And then you see like obviously the NCR closing for a bayonet charge here, like very realistic. You know, they're trying to like not alert to enemy presence, so they're leaving bait out there. What the fuck's going on? These Brotherhood, I'm guessing they're probably knights at this point, maybe just recently, how do you want to call it, promoted knights? Because, they rushed over there. They're not taking guard or nothing. They allowed themselves to get ambushed, taken out silently like that. That's really rough. Shows a bit of inexperience. Again, Elijah came with what he could to the Mojave Wasteland, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of the elders didn't like him. They didn't really like what he was doing, but he did eventually gain support. So he was really just kind of given like the scraps, if you will, I think, and just like kind of sent over there. So it's awesome to kind of see that on display. And then just, man, like the rest of it, we're getting into the action here, the explosion scene here. I just want to watch those bodies kind of fall apart again. Like, bro, you got like limbs and shit flying off. You got a lot of blood, a lot of gore, like impressive work. Also that explosion effect, like look at that, man. That looks fucking fantastic. 1440p, man, great. Holy shit. Good shit. Next one's a bit longer here. It's going to be, oops, if I can get it, minute and a half long here. Episode 3. Hobbit is, to put it mildly, a Fallout fanatic. Yeah, bro, like straight up. Like, I myself am also a Fallout fanatic. I love the Fallout games. I do prefer some over others. If you watch the channel for a little bit, I'm sure you'll know that. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I do love the amount of work, the amount of attention. Like, episode 3 here has 1 million views. Like, Soda's fucking blowing it out of the way here. I don't even know if I left a like on that episode 2 there. We got to make sure I did. Hold up. There we go. Got to make sure I leave a like. If I forget, let me know, because I gotta fucking stay on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Forget it's not just like one video yet. It's in a playlist. We got to individually like all of them. Yeah. All right. Hobbit is, oh yeah, you mentioned that. The NCR looks so good. I adore the Brody helmets, bro. The NCR, again, like the detail on the equipment, you see it less on the Brotherhood, but it kind of makes sense because obviously the Brotherhood are just kind of like donning combat armor, right? But like the style of the NCR troopers, man, it looks fucking fantastic. The detail into like their frag vests, their uniform, right? The tan, the khaki uniform that they have. The helmet, especially, as you say, they have their own goggles, right? They look very like believable. You know what I'm saying? It looks great. And it does look kind of like how a post-nuclear force would arm themselves if they were given access to military equipment. It's like state trooper equipment. You know what I'm saying? It looks believable. I do like the way, and even their weapon, obviously, right? Like the service rifle and all the weapons too, I want to say, are modeled very, very well in this as well. They're all modeled kind of correctly. It's what you would expect that faction to have, right? And you do, I think, at times see ballistic weaponry from the Brotherhood Knights, which is, of course, feasible as well, right? They use what they have. They're not going to turn down a weapon, right? Obviously, laser plasma weapons are a lot harder to come by in the Wasteland, so yeah, use what you got. We're going to get into episode 3 here. Going to get into episode 3. I think I just had a stroke. Yeah, let's see what it's all about. Obviously, picking up from where we left off there. Assault takes place. I like even like the crouching like animation he's got there. That's cool. God damn, bro. And it's visceral. Like, it shows what that weapon would like do to you, bro. You got straight up like a bar there, bro. It's like an LMG, pretty sure. 10mm SMG. Like the weapons are like modeled correctly. I love that. Flare gun, like you actually have the equipment in game. God damn. It also shows how hard an attack would be on like a defended position too, even with the element of surprise. Obviously they took a position, setting up a base of fire. That's good. And I gotta say, Soda's, he does use like a degree of like actual like tactic here when animating this. It's great to see. Power armor boys coming in there. This is fucked. I remember this. Just fucking bulldozes him, bro. Like, yeah, holy shit. And they're bulletproof. Like, ballistic weaponry isn't gonna do shit to them, right? I think, obviously, if you get like an AT weapon, like a 50 cal, something to that degree, right? That'll obviously punch through power armor a lot better. But yeah, against their 10mm SMGs, I think they have a 303 on the field there. I saw. That they're fielding at the most. That's not obviously going to punch through power armor at all. Great shit to see here. Again, I love the detail. And bro, just again, you got to watch that NCR trooper just get absolutely annihilated. Where is that at the end here? Gotta watch that again. That's just fucking iconic. Like, shows the weight that you would have in a suit of metal like that too. Like, fantastic to see. Like a fucking pinball. Bulletproof, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's great. Can't even react to it because there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, and obviously you can't engage in melee distance. Like, you're just gonna fucking die. Like, an unarmored, I shouldn't even say unarmored. They do have frag vests, but an NCR trooper, you know, is not gonna hold a fucking candle to, you know, a paladin or a knight, I should say, in some cases, but usually a paladin. In power armor. It's just not going to work out, bro. Awesome action scene there. I love how it like builds up, and you can kind of see like even now, like kind of like the quality increase over time, like slight increases here and there, and like the animation is always so varied. That's the thing. Bit by bit, he's putting so much individual attention into each episode, you know, that I think when it's finished, when it's a combined piece, it's going to have so much individual love and attention in it, rather than looking at like, okay, I want to make like an animated work, let me like start to finish plan it out. You know, I'm sure he does have like an outline for it, of course, but working on it in segments versus the entire thing at one point, I think that really like it shows the love and the attention, I think, into each individual segment. And I think when it's finished and it's going to be combined, I think you're looking at like an amazing piece of work here, straight up. It's awesome. I like that their gear are not the exact same as each other, unlike the Brotherhood of Steel. Yeah, that's true too. Like, they're using a varied equipment, what they have, right, available. You do see the Brotherhood use largely the same amount of equipment, largely the same equipment, but you do see a slight amount of variation here and there too, which is what I like to see, because it shows like, you know, the Brotherhood too, at this point, they're hurting, right? Like they're forced to scavenge even at times, right? Even though that's not really doctrine, right? They can't make equipment out here where they are, right? Like, they're very limited in their repair capabilities. They have knights, obviously, to maintain their shit. But obviously now you're under assault by the fucking NCR. Like, you know, you can only do so much. It's kind of all hands on deck for the defense right now. So, you know, it's totally believable that, like, fuck, if your laser rifle breaks down while there's a dead NCR trooper right there with a 10mm, I'm going to fucking pick that up and start using that. Why not, right? Like, you absolutely would. I love to see that type of shit, you know? We're going to get into episode 4 here. If it loads, of course, it's gonna, I don't know why it takes its time there. Sorry, let me pause there. 1440p, of course. It keeps going on auto, that's fine. Restart, full screen. Let's get it. God damn. I love how it picks up right where it leaves off, too. Like, each time. Obviously, you have a fire team there as well. I love how it's like that's exactly what the organizational strength would probably be of it, you know? Like, it's not overdone, it's believable. Yeah, what can you do? You're fucked. Yeah. Hung out to dry completely. Yeah, and you're just gonna get charged, because, yeah, like... but, man, I have to say, like, so does, too, like, the actual tactics on display. Like, he's showing a degree of, like, realistic knowledge when actually doing these animations, too, which is awesome. I really, really can appreciate that, obviously, with my background, right? You know, it's not just like a horde of, you know... It's not just like a horde of force on a horde of force, like, pushing in, like, an unlogical way. Like... These troopers are actually, like, fearing for their lives. They're pushing in a strategic manner, We're going to send up a fire team. We're going to try to take over a sandbag position, take that. Now, once we get there, lay down a base of fire, right? And then from there, from the Brotherhood side as well, you see obviously units scrambling. The power armor division, I should say, section probably is more apt, kind of scrambling to react. I'm sure you only have X amount of suits on patrol at a given time, right? So you had two non-fire team power armor troops come in, start laying down suppressive fire immediately, act as an assault troop there, and then you had miniguns, which would be your fire team, right? Your fire team, I should say. Let me add a little bit of context to that, like a support section, let's call it. In this case, it would be 2 suits of power armor come in and support the front line there. That's awesome to see. I love that there's actually like tactics on display here. Without rambling too much. I'm not trying to glaze too much, right? But it's very well done. It's very, very well done. And then we're going to go on to episode 5 here, of course. Again, there's not a whole lot to say about each individual segment, because again, it's only like a minute long, you know? You get like a tease, you know, each time, unfortunately. But man, I love seeing these. This is awesome to see. We're going to go episode 5 here. Fallout was a bit after my gaming days. Can someone please explain who the Brotherhood and the NCR are? Basically, in the context of Fallout, right, there was a nuclear war in the future, right, of 2077. At the time of Fallout, at the time of this taking place, it's roughly 200 some odd years after the fall of the bombs, right? These guys, the guys in power armor here, the guys in combat, you know, armor, if you will, like more professional looking, they're basically the remnants of the old U.S. government that have essentially gone rogue, but not really. It's the case of, like, they obviously lost contact with the East Coast after the bombs dropped. Since then, you know, communications have since come online, whatever have you. But at the time, they were obviously left hung out to dry. So this is kind of like the remnants of the U.S. government. Not the government, the military. The Enclave is the remnants of the U.S. government. This is the remnants of the U.S. military, I should say. That was my bad. Freudian slip. Holy shit. Completely opposite things. Military, and then the NCR is basically a community that has sprung up, if you will. Has since gained prominence. They since look to establish their own form of government. They have done that. And they're basically a country at this point that is all of the West Coast. All of California, I should say. Not all the West Coast, all of the California, down to Baja, California, in essence, right? It's hard to explain, you know, kind of the nuances of it. There's a lot of nuances of it. If you want a good video of it, go check out my Fallout NCR Oversimplified video. I did a video on that. Go check that out. Yeah. Plan on doing one on the Legion soon, too. It wasn't a great explanation. I do it a lot better. I actually have a video on the NCR. If you want more context, go check that out, of course. But on to episode 4 here. Sorry. Oh wait, we just saw this. This is what we just saw. My bad. We just saw episode 4. Holy shit. Episode 5. I think I just restarted the video instead of clicking on the next one. Also, wait. Did I like though? Did I like? Holy shit. Did I like? I didn't like. Gotta leave a like. You know what I'm saying? Do that at the start each time. All right. Episode 5. Sorry about that, guys. Episode 5. I gave the context explanation and then I blanked out. Wow. So this is what we've seen up to this episode. After this, it'll be all new to me. Look at the variation in weaponry there, man. That's awesome to see. Holy shit. The detail on the faces and shit, bro. I love that. Showing off projectrons, the fact that they actually field robots and whatnot.
I feel like we need more guys here.
Wow. The homebrew fucking scrap together plate, that's awesome. Goddamn, man, I want to go back and just look at that a little bit because holy shit! Like again, which scene is it? This scene right here. These NCR troopers just walking, right? That's all they're doing. They're just walking, right? But they all have a different animation pose. They're all individually doing their own thing. They're moving their head, as you would on combat patrol. You got one guy kind of like keeping his arc that way, one guy keeping his arc that way. These guys are kind of all looking the same way, but it's whatever, right? I can excuse that. One guy in the back kind of fielding his weapon. The other three obviously have their weapons ready, right? It's great to see, the goggles, because obviously you get fucking sand in your eyes, you won't be able to see shit. Their berets, the detail on the berets, it just looks sick. The amount of detail put into the kit, like even look at their like rigging there, like individual pouchings under a frag or over a frag vest. It looks fantastic, I have to say. Got the cowboy repeater in the background, 308 scope there. Weapons you see from the game and that are actually used by the NCR largely, right? It's awesome to see. Love the bear painted on the armor. Yeah, man. Like the extra details. Yeah. Like it's the little thing. I just want to watch this again. Like this looks good. Like the preparation phase, showing like the logistical, like again, the logistical like nightmare this would be to pull off an attack of this scale between two factions at this point. Like it's not just like as easy as go and attack them, right? There's way more to it. Showing the logistics behind it. I love that shit. Showing the standoff, right? Like an encirclement. This is a siege, right? Like, it's awesome to see. The detail is awesome. It's fucking fantastic. I left a like that time. We're gonna go on to episode 6 right away. Okay, perfect. It did it automatically that time. Perfect. Before I forget and try to restart the same episode again. By the way, can you guys hear? Is volume good? I'm pretty sure volume's good. First recon, yeah, dude. First recon again, make an appearance in there as well. Again, the little details, showing like where those units were involved into. Man, it's great to see. I kind of hope he does one between NCR and like Legion after this, like if he kind of like follows like an order. Obviously, we're talking like in the future. I want him to do this and do this right. He's been doing a great job on it. Obviously, put the love, put the attention in it that it deserves. But man, I don't want him to stop making like these Fallout animations. I think he does a really fantastic job of them. And like, goddamn, bro, like. I want to see more like in this style of just other shit, it's awesome to see, So does this kind of got me addicted, We're gonna go episode 6 here, 06. Yeah, let's get into it. Minute long, full screen first. There we go. This is new to me. I haven't seen any of this now.
Commence the attack.
Oh, you got some start captions on. You actually got some dialogue going. NCR utilizing their numbers of like a mass assault. Okay. This is fair. This is what you could expect. Realistically, the Brotherhood here will run out of bullets, like straight up. Eventually. God damn. Holy shit. Wow. Just one episode there, a minute long of just a charge sequence. I almost want to watch that again. We're going to pause throughout, okay?
All right.
Very fast charge. I love the the officer planning here, kind of like showing and then flash cutting back to like the front line. That's awesome to see. Showing their use of like radios. They actually it shows they're actually like an organized force. Although they are conducting a mass charge here, it's not a completely balls to the walls tactic in their scenario, right? They know they outnumber them. They know they have a limited ammo supply, a limited munition supply. It's brutal to say, like for the Brotherhood at least, it's brutal to see. So the NCR, obviously the commanders on the field, they know they're going to take casualties, but they know they can absolutely take advantage of the fact that they have an overwhelming support of numbers coming to the front line here, as well as support equipment. You saw them utilizing missile launchers and shit, getting those ready. So they do have AT capabilities as well to take out their power armored units, and losing any of those power armored units for the Brotherhood here is going to be fucking crazy. Obviously, if you know what happens in Fallout lore, I'm not going to spoil it for anyone watching, but if you know what happens in the Fallout lore, We'll see here. We'll see. I want to watch this again though. Let's watch this charge. Shows in like flanking elements there too. I'm assuming that's going to be like first recon or something on the flanks there. Perhaps even like NCR leads, the Rangers perhaps. Fuck. I love that it actually shows like the protect John's getting some there as well. Man. Fantastic work on that. Fantastic work. I leave a like on that? I think I did leave a like on that. I saw it before it canceled out. We're going to leave a like on this one. Pause quick. Starting right up where we left off there to, you know, keep up the momentum of that charge. I want to keep going. I want to see what this has to offer, obviously. We're in the next segment here. The production value only gets better and better. Bro, it really does, doesn't it? Like, again, you can kind of see him get, like, a little more experience with it, you know, each time. Like, a little bit more detail is added, a little bit more here and there. In terms of the animation, the lighting, maybe, you know, whatever have you. But it does get better. Like, it does just, you know, it's like a fine wine, you know what I'm saying? Very Krieg tactics until they took cover, lightweights. Well, like, that's the thing. The NCR troopers, like, they still individually fear for their lives, and, like, retreat is still very much an option, right? The NCR commanders, they're not usually very, like, overtly wasteful with their troops. In this case, it makes sense because, again, they do have a number advantage. They have the numerical superiority. They're trying to take advantage of that, and they do have support equipment. They just need to get in range enough to use it, right, to utilize it properly. And the Brotherhood is obviously fielding mass firepower in the form of, like, a refined warfare, if you will, if you're talking like Hoy doctrine here. Which it's awesome to see, right? But they are going to run out of ammo. That's the problem. Yeah, we're going to get into episode 7 here. Let me full screen it here. I'm doing an amateur hour here. Captions on. Let's get it. Fuck, look at them getting cut down there, bro.
It started. Yes, sir. Those idiots are trying to break through the defensive line head on.
I like how you're actually getting a bit of dialogue here. Whoa. Just want to make sure captions on there. Holy shit. Next step, right? You got to close the distance. That's the thing. They know casualties are going to be taken, but it's still done in a smart way. Yeah, first recon on the flanks. Yeah, wow. Look at them. Yeah, trying to get their munitions to the front. That's literally minigun ammo. Holy fuck. The detail on this, bro. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, you take out those knights, you're fucked. Yeah. Yeah. Straight up. That's so smart, man.
A flanking attack from the hills.
Like, I love the way this is done. This is portrayed in such, like, a realistic way, even as far as, like, Fallout goes. You know what I'm saying? Man, I gotta give props to Sodas for that. Holy shit. It's just, they actually have personality. Crew troops are just, well, crazy. Yeah, that's true, too. That's true, too. And that's the thing, too. You play, like, the Fallout games. I know you've never played the, any of the Fallout. Have you played any of the Fallout games, Andrew, or none at all, if I might ask? NCR troopers are nowhere near as dedicated as the Krieger. Yeah, no, they're definitely not. No, NCR morale is shaken, especially at the time of New Vegas. None, I'm old. Well, see, that's the thing. The first Fallout game came out, I think, in what was it, 98? I want to say, and I think Fallout 2 came out in 01, if I recall correctly. They're definitely older style games. I would recommend New Vegas, man, because in New Vegas you'll see, like, you'll go up and talk to, like, NCR troopers and shit, and they do all have, like, an individuality, you know, to them. They're not just, like, the same plastered person. Now, I will say the voice actors are probably going to be the same, but you do see, like, personality amongst the enlisted, and that's very good to see. Just missed them? That's fair. That's fair. I actually have hold on, let me just see here real quick if you guys are interested. I actually have them all on Steam here, if you can see that. So the original one here, if you guys are interested, let me actually, just for my own, like, sake here. 97. It came out in 97, actually. Fallout 1 there. It's a great game. Like, see, it's very much like a top-down, like, isometric, very different from the newer games, but It's like a classical RPG, classic RPG style. You know what I'm saying? Very, very good shit there. But anyway, without any further delay, we're gonna get into episode 8 here. Episode 7 is liked. Episode 8 we're gonna get into here. Gaming just missed them. That's fair. That's fair. I know they weren't like super popular at the time too. That's more of like the they aged, and then like, you know, Fallout 3 came out and people, you know, in my case, right, I played Fallout 3 first. That was my first Fallout game. And then I noticed like the originals were on Steam, and I was like, oh fuck, how can I not buy them and play them, right? So I feel like it's a game that wasn't really like the most well known at the time, but like it's one of the games that's kind of gotten more popular as time has gone on, in a sense, just because of its like, you know, the culture from the game, I guess, if that makes sense. It's hard to kind of hard to like explain, but yeah, that's the best I can do, I suppose, right now. We're gonna get episode 8. Yeah, the fucking first recon was absolutely just sniping the shit out of their supply lines there, at the side of Helios there. So let's see what's up.
A flanking attack from the hills.
I like how you have lookouts on the top of the building too. Support weapons laying down suppressing fire, yep. Trading fire, no one's won the firefight yet at that point.
4th Company, defend the eastern front. Lucius, I want you to lead the assault squad to defend the western
I love the
front.
painted helmet as well, and you're getting some more voice acting here. Okay. Redistribution of forces there. Again, showing the logistics behind it. I like that. Got a Gatling laser there. Oh, that's fucked. Brutal. Yeah, that's rough to see. I gotta go back and pause on that after. Damn. Oh, yeah. Wow, you see an offensive action being taken here in this game. Bro, that is so fucking mental, but they have the capability to do it. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. I'm really liking this. I'm really liking this. Just how smartly Sodas has done this. You can really see the love in each one, and you can see like the detail put out throughout each one as well. But oh my god, I love it how they're actually taking advantage of like what they have, right? Like it's not just like it's a, you know, like a one force dominating another force kind of thing. Like it actually shows like, you know, each faction utilizing its strength and like each faction's weaknesses being exploited, right? Like straight up, like it shows like these enemies are smart fighting each other. Like, you know, the first recon's going to come in there, snipe their supply lines. Well, you know, the Brotherhood has a fast reaction force in the form of power armor. They're going to react to that flanking force effectively, and in one case, they're even going to be able to like charge up there and actually offensively take care of it and completely neutralize that flank entirely, which is awful for the NCR trooper. I want to go back to where that officer is actually taking a look at the front line there, because that was pretty good. You can see him kind of like double take there. Hold up. See that? He kind of sees his flank getting like torn to shit. He's like, fuck. You know, because he doesn't know what to report, right? Because they have the radio right there. This is obviously a higher ranking. I'm assuming this would be like a lieutenant, perhaps a captain, you know, maybe overseeing an attack of this level. It depends. I don't know if this would be like brigade command or if this would be like small unit organizational. I'm assuming like brigade command would be further behind this yet. So this is just like an officer on the front line observing, right, reporting back. And he sees their flanks getting absolutely like torn to shit because of that fast reaction force that the Brotherhood utilizes there. Absolutely gets torn up, right? He's like, shit. No communication on the means. Like it shows like combat stress in a sense. That's kind of my thoughts behind it. And it's very cool to see that like be utilized. I like how oh my god, I just had a stroke. I like how Sodas gives both factions their time to shine. Exactly, right? Exactly. I was a Metal Gear fanatic. I actually never played Metal Gear. I have to be honest. That was a game I never actually played or got into. Not that I wasn't interested in it. I just feel like, you know, by time I like knew what it was like the 5th game in the series or something like that. I just had like no idea what the story was, you know, which was you know, for me, it was just kind of like, you know, it's hard to get into a game like that when you're like getting into a series so late without playing the prior games. And the prior games were like on a system perhaps that you didn't have at the time, which was my case, right? It was just like, damn, you know, I just never got into them. That's my folly, though, I will say. Episode 8 was sick there. I have to say, episode 8, that might be my favorite so far. Just seeing that. Holy shit. Episode 9, we're going to get into it. Let's see here. And I like how, like, again, like, man, the amount of views on each of these episodes, like, Sodas deserves the attention. He deserves much more, to be honest with you. Like, again, I feel like if you're a fan of the Fallout series in any shape, way, or form, I feel like you have to check these out at some point, you know? And obviously, again, in terms of, like, you know, like Hobbit, for example, wanting to watch it when it's done, absolutely, I completely understand that, 100%. But it's like, God, at some point, right? At some point, you have to check these out because these are just fantastic. These are blowing it out of the water. Again, you don't see many Fallout animations, many Fallout works. So again, it's like when you do and when you see the love and the dedication put into it, it's like, fuck me, this is something special, you know? Episode 9 here. Let's get into it. Let's see here. Quality's good. All right, let's get it. Flamethrower coming in, absolutely roasting them. Holy shit, you see how effective that is.
Only one side.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. They just need to buy us.
Yeah, that's Brigade Command. Yeah, that's right. Okay, holy shit. Even the organizational structure, how the NCR kind of realistically models, like, really cool. Love that shit. Great detail. Combat medics taking care of the wounded. Yep. Holy shit. Got like a shock trooper fucking squad here. What is that? Oh my god. Okay, yep. It's not they have a base of fire established. They haven't won the firefight, but they're not backing down. Oh, the combat stimmed up? Bro. That's some shit. Is that Psycho? Holy shit, no way. That's really fucking cool too, wow. Great use of like Fallout, like, you know, like a thing that is like actually like pertinent to Fallout there. The use of combat stims, right? You see a lot of factions start to utilize that, and the fact that the NCR have like a shock trooper like division here fucking at play, like they're gonna stim up and they're just gonna charge in there with plate metal. And I'm assuming this plate metal too, that can probably like deflect laser to some degree. I believe actually in game, having metal armor actually like gives you protection, extra protection against like plasma and laser weaponry. So this is like very, very cool to see utilized in this animation. That's fucking awesome to see. Love the World War I style trench raiders. Yeah, bro. Like this is awesome to see, but it's also like realistic too. Again, in a sense, like, you know, this is a post-war, post-nuclear war military. Yes, they have some. I shouldn't say some. They have a lot of pre-war military equipment, but they're obviously going to make use of wasteland scavenging, wasteland tactics, right? They're going to make use of that when they can to overcome an enemy of greater force, if you will. They're not even greater force. It's just more a refined force, right? The NCR absolutely have the numerical advantage in every sense of the word here. 100%. The Brotherhood, especially like the hardliner West Coast Brotherhood, and I get into this in my other videos, oh my god, do I. They don't really allow external recruitment, right? So their numbers are very, very small compared to the NCR, which is a country at this point, which spans basically all of California into a little bit of Oregon, I think. I'm not too fucking certain on US states, it's my bad, but into Baja, California as well. It's a massive, massive state at this point compared to the Brotherhood, which are very, very small and don't have a lot of numbers. It's just awesome to see them use their strengths and play against their weaknesses against each other here. It's awesome to see. Nevada? Yeah, well, Nevada is east. I'm thinking, what's north of Washington? It's not Washington. It's not as far north as Washington. State that's below Washington, and in between Washington and California. Forget the state name. Oregon? Yeah, Oregon. That's what I thought. Yeah, Oregon. Yeah. The NCR is a Swiss Army knife. They have the numbers to be able to. They have the numbers to be able to have different units for specific tasks. Also, the fact that they have raided a number of pre-war military bases as well. I don't know if it eventually will show it again, but like the NCR at this point too does field mechanized divisions. Like they do straight up have trucks, they do straight up have cars, pre-war military vehicles that are running. I think they even field a couple tanks as well, canonically, which is fucking sick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we're gonna see any of that come into play later, but awesome to see. We're gonna get into episode 10 here. Let's see where this assault takes us, guys. I wanna keep the momentum a little bit here. I want to keep going. These are fucking sick. Because like the action is just top notch here. They got 1911 straight up, sick to see. Yeah. Armor's deflecting rounds. Fair enough. Fair enough. Still cutting them down though. You can see the gaps. Yeah.
All right, concentrate fire on that turret.
First recon. Oh, good shot. Showing the weakness in power armor too, like they can still get critical shots in there that could take a power armor out of action, right? Holy shit, seeing a mass retreat from the knights there. Which is, yeah, the morale is breaking amongst Brotherhood troopers. Like, that's sick.
Impossible. They damaged our jetpack. We're pinned.
Because they're absolutely just getting overwhelmed. Again, you see the NCR taking complete advantage of their numbers here. Like, they literally cannot sustain and fight, and they know that. That's awesome to see, man. That's awesome to see. And again, if you know how Sunburst goes down in canon, this is just fucking sick to see, like an actual reenactment of this, because it's like it's believable for lore. You know what I'm saying? Like it's actually he's very much staying like true to like lore here in the sense of how it kind of would have taken place. You know, a lot of casualties on both sides, but eventually the NCR getting the upper edge. Again, just overwhelming them completely. It's awesome to see. It's so fucking great to see. Man. And I love the communication. Like you're seeing a little bit more dialogue between the Brotherhood here as well, between the NCR as well. Which you didn't see in the earlier episodes. It's like each episode is getting better and better. And I liked how, like, again, you have that survivor there of that flank there, and he's still alive. The power armor troops are turning their back, engaging other targets. I think they killed everyone, and he's just able to score a couple critical hits. And this paladin at first, he doesn't even realize he's getting shot because of, like, you know, it's power armor. He's shooting him in the jetpack and the fuel pack there. Doesn't even realize he's getting shot at first. It's the little details, you know, they go a long way. Base of fire being set up, right? Like a great detail. Like the tactics actually involved here, like realistically involved here, are very well done. Gonna headcanon that the first recon guy was Boone? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Boone was actually at Helios. I don't think so. What an awesome charge. And you can see the momentum just like picking up, you know what I'm saying? Like they're absolutely taking advantage, and you know, they lay down that base of fire, they take down a couple troopers after deploying smoke. And they're just taking complete advantage. You see Knight morale start to like fall apart. They start to fall back. The second they give an inch, the second that defensive line starts to fall apart, they know their advantage is fucking sealed, and they're taking complete advantage of it. It's awesome to see. We're gonna get episode 11 here. I want to continue the momentum, guys. Again, they're just so fucking good. Like straight up, like I don't want to pause too much because I don't want to like take myself out of the action. I'm gonna be really sad when there's no more to watch though. That's the problem. I'm trying to, you know. And again, they're only a minute long. I don't want to spend, you know, like 10 minutes talking about like, you know, each one, but it's like, fuck. And I'm not trying to like glaze too hard, but very, very well done. Very well done. Holy shit. Boone never mentions fighting the Brotherhood. No. I know he was at Bitter Springs, right? Absolutely at Bitter Springs, but I don't believe he was deployed against the Brotherhood. No. Episode 11 here. Wow. Power armor troops again, trying to like stem the flow, right? That's just it, yeah. They're really all that's like holding the line right now. Holy shit. You just see the bravery of those like psyched up fucking NCR troopers right now. Again, I'm pretty sure that was Psycho they straight up injected themselves with.
Sapper Company has arrived at the objective.
Good. Let's finish up.
You're clear to fire. Be careful not to hit the building.
Trying not to, yeah, that's awesome too. Great detail there. Trying to minimize collateral damage. Obviously, this is a power plant they're fighting over. Wow. You see those missiles utilized, absolutely wrecking. I haven't killed any paladins yet, but they are completely disorganizing them. Okay. Who was that? Was that more? Wait a second. Yeah, you got you got elite rangers fucking taking the field here. I'm not sure who that is. I don't want to be wrong. That's probably not Moore, but you know, I want to see here. I want to see for myself. We're not gonna spoil it. It is Moore? Oh my god, I can't believe, dude, that's awesome. That's so sick. Is it Moore? Holy shit. That's fucking very, very cool. I'm glad I got that right away. Holy shit. That's awesome. That's and again, like, you actually have like canon characters like taking the field here as well. People that were there that actually, like, you know, did you know, do important things there, that do make an appearance in the games. They're making an appearance in these animations, you know. That's awesome to see. I love the detail in that. Holy shit. And just to see again those, like, the detail on these missile launchers, man. Like, the effects are great.
Sir, the assault troops cannot return to the front line.
Sapper Company has arrived at the objective.
And you can see there too, like, the Brotherhood completely overextended. Assault troops cannot make it back to the front line. So basically, in taking an offensive action against that flanking element, they obviously had to utilize their jetpacks to do so. They're now no longer able to return back to Helios, right, to support the frontline engagement taking place. So they very much overextended there. And I love the detail that they're actually going to, like, go in there and say that, you know what I'm saying? That is so fucking cool. Good on Sodas for that. Holy shit. Again, I can very much appreciate, that's the thing with, like, Hollywood, oh my god. That's the thing with, like, Hollywood movies and shit that bother me a lot of the time, especially, like, war movies, right? Is, like, you can see, again, when you've kind of had, like, some sort of, like, military experience, right, or even security experience to some degree, you can very much, like, see, like, what isn't realistic, what is, and the things that aren't realistic, especially in war movies that are portraying themselves as realistic, it very much, like, perturbs you a little bit. But to actually see, like, strategy and tactics take place in, like, kind of like a realistic way, according to, like, the way Fallout would be, like, portrayed as, it's just so fucking cool. I'm not trying to have, like, a nerdasm here, but, like, holy shit. Like, it's utter glaze for Sodas here, like, all around. Like, it just has to be, you know? That's all it is, plain and simple. We're gonna get episode 12 here. And you think that parcel was a nightmare sent? I've spent all day trying to find which of 20-odd flats for a parcel. Oh my god. I imagine, yeah, like, dude, apartment living and shit and living in flats, man. I don't know how you guys do it over there. I mean, I'm very much a person that, like, you know, likes his space. I couldn't imagine just, like, sharing, like, you know, like, my wall is connected to, like, 4 other people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy for me to think about that, you know? It's a different lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Different lifestyle. Obviously, you have apartment buildings here, but a lot of it's, like, you know, you do have a lot of housing as well, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, you know, got to make use of the space you have and all that, right? We got a lot more space here for that, but not enough houses, apparently. That's what they say. We're going to get episode 12 here without any more of that talk. Yeah, episode 12. Minute 37 seconds long here. Again, 648,000 views. Let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get. Keeping up the assault. Moore is taking the field now.
Attention!
Elite Rangers.
At ease. So what's the situation on the battlefield?
Dialogue?
We sent units
Okay.
to both sides of the objective to disperse the enemy's defenses. And now our sappers, under the cover of first recon, are hitting the enemy's main force.
Good. It's going according to plan.
Fall back to the rear line!
I was gonna say, it does very much seem like this is still in the NCR's favor. Damn, good shot. Oh. Wow. Yeah, wow.
Are you okay, sir? Yeah, I'm fine. Let me move you to cover.
See power armor armor troopers actually taking it there. Like, they're not invincible, right? You just gotta use the right equipment against them. That base of fire is deadly.
Sappers if you retreat to our rear lines now. There's only one option left. HQ, this is HP. Current status, code red. Reactivate the prototypes, now.
But sir, if we reactivate the prototype, we won't get the data.
It's not up for discussion. Do it now.
Yes, sir. Activate the sentry box. Move it now!
Showing the desperation of the Brotherhood at this time. Those things are gonna wreck house. Straight up. Fuck, that's scary. Separate, isolate, and move infiltration teams in. Basically, the NCR is still just taking advantage of their numerical superiority, flanking the enemy, assaulting from multiple sides. The Brotherhood moved an assault team out, which is now isolated and cut off. They got swarmed, right? Without any means of getting back to reinforce the actual power plant itself. So that was kind of a massive fuck up on their behalf. But it's awesome that they're showing like the flaws in each of their strategies, you know, like the kinks in their armor, as it were, quite literally. Like it's so good to see this shit. Fallout 4 styled sentry bots are scary. They are, man. They straight up are. Especially the size comparison, right? Like look how big these motherfuckers are. Like, you're telling me you wouldn't shit yourself if you saw this coming towards you. Like, they do have AT capabilities, so they could theoretically take these down, but man, the speed of which these things move, the killing capacity, and the fact that they don't fear death, obviously, they're not a conventional unit, right? They're a fucking robot, right? A killbot, like, quite literally. You know, it's scary as shit, man, I have to say. We're going to get episode 13 here, bro. I want to see what these sentry bots are going to get up to, because holy shit, I imagine they're going to wreck house here.
Move it now!
We got to pause right there. Let me go full screen here. We obviously got to leave a like. See what it's all about. Full screen? Let's get it.
Move it now!
Attack!
They're gonna assault right into the sentry bots. They're gonna get repelled, absolutely.
Go, go, go! Hold the line!
But you can see the desperation kind of on both sides here, but
Get ready!
the NCR very clearly are the advantage right now, up until these guys are about to roll up. MLRS systems on the back, yep. Straight up. Holy fuck. I'd shit myself. It's not artillery, it's a fucking sentry bot, dude. It's everything. God damn, dude.
Attack formation! Turn fire! Take them out now! Get down!
Those things reinforcing would be so fucking insane. Yeah. Completely the initiative is swayed back to the side of the Brotherhood from that. How could it not? How could it not? Holy shit. Bots are 100% AI? Yeah, very, very simple AI. They have basically just a combat designation, I think, in this case, right? A lot of the pre-war bots that you see that just roaming around in Fallout will just attack anything on sight, right? Because they don't recognize anything as friendly at this point, right? 200 years, they haven't been reprogrammed, right? And they've just been still automated. But a lot of them can be programmed and do have a very, very simple AI to them. You will see, like, for example, right, like, it could be the case of, like, if one of these soldiers was to, like, stay in the way as this thing wanted to roll forward, it would fucking roll over them, more than likely, right? It might not. It depends on the complexity of its AI. Some are a little bit smarter than others, but you absolutely do see a lot of dumb AI in Fallout, for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? It happens a lot, like sentry turrets and shit. A lot of sentry turrets don't give a fuck. They're just going to shoot through whatever's in front of them to kill the target, right? Kind of thing. So it depends on, like, the level, the complexity of it. In this case, I'm assuming they might stop. But who knows, right? Who knows? I wouldn't put my life on it. That's for sure. But this was an awesome scene, I have to say. Seeing those fucking sentry bots roll up, reinforced like that, absolutely swayed the initiative back in the favor.
Get ready!
of the Brotherhood there. Their rocket launchers, their MLRS systems coming online there, showing the effect of those. Fucking dirty, dude. Fucking dirty. Because again, like the second that happens, your line of fire, you're not able to suppress anymore because you're keeping your head down. And absolutely, the firefight is swayed in an instant. Smoke or not, right? And you're not gonna engage in melee with those fucking things. Like, there's no way, right? Like,
Company, forward!
wow.
Orders, charge!
That's awesome. That's so fucking cool to see, man. I love that shit. So in 40k terms here, a brain bot is similar to a dreadnought, actually has biological parts. So a robo brain is essentially, it's think of it like a brain in a jar and it's plugged into a robot. So they have the potential to maintain a personality structure to a degree of the former owner of that brain. Depends though, right? It depends heavily on what the robo brain is used for. Some have that capability. Some are basically like lobotomized, and the brain is very much just used as like a processing unit, let's say, you know, to a degree. Yeah. It's rough. It's rough. If you play like and then obviously there's a couple different variations of robots you do see, because obviously if you play Old World Blues and Fallout, right, you do see a different take on like brain bots, right, with the doctors there. So it's very interesting to see similar ideas. Yeah. So low level servitor, high level dreadnought, kinda. Like again, you'll see like certain robo brains maintain some sort of their former personality of the person they were, but obviously a lot of the times it's like you're a fucking robot, so you very quickly will lose your mind if that's the case. Not like lose your mind, but you're gonna get a lot more fucking cold, you know, let's say. You're not gonna be like the loving, caring person you once were in a way, you know. You're gonna be like a, you know, which is fair, I feel like, to be fair. Like, I think even like the doctors, they even maintain their personality structure to a degree, but even like they comment how like, well, some of them comment how like it sucks that they can't like feel things, they can't touch things, you know. They're not there, you know what I'm saying, but they are. It's a weird like kind of like middle ground for them. So it's cool to see that kind of dilemma pop up. A lot of people that were put into robo brains, it wasn't like, some of them it was on purpose, a lot of them it was not, let's say. We're going to get into episode 14 here, though. I want to see where it goes from here. Obviously, we saw the Brotherhood completely take back the initiative there in that last scene. So let's see where it goes from here. Complete devastation of the NCR lines.
Company, forward! Follow your orders! Charge! This way!
Okay, they're gonna conduct an offensive action on them. This is fucking very brave. This is ballsy, but if it works, it could work really hard for them. I love that the knights are actually moving up, using the power armor troops as like, you know, cover. That's fucking sick. Wow. The artillery is gonna wipe the floor. That's such an advantage, yeah. Yeah, their firing line has to fall back. The second you start getting artied like that, you're done. God damn. The knights fucking cleaning up stragglers as they walk past. That's fucking brutal, bro.
Anti-tank company has been overrun and is unable to retreat.
Literally, wow. And that's the thing too. You can very much see that NCR reconnaissance did not know that they had those sentry bots, given the tactics that they used. Again, they were relying on a mass wave doctrine here, and in all reality, 100% would have worked with their flanking element had those sentry bots not arrived. 100% had the advantage. The second you get a mobile artillery unit on the field, the effectiveness of a mass charge, mass assault, like they were trying to conduct there, falls apart entirely, and you completely see that. Like, they were able to fucking wipe the floor with them instantly, shake the morale, cause the firing line, the suppressing line of the NCR there to completely have to fall back and retreat or be killed because of the MLRS there. It's brutal. You can completely see that, like, reconnaissance did not account for that idea, or for that possibility, I should say. Very, very awesome to see. And again, to see, like, actual tactics, like, I just want to see it say, like, these knights, like, moving up behind the power armor troops. That's so fucking cool. That is so fucking cool. And they're conducting an offensive operation. Again, this is what you want to do, right? Realistically speaking, the second you regain the initiative, you know that you have overwhelming superiority for the time being to close with, destroy this enemy, completely take out any semblance of an offensive force or any semblance of offensive action that can be taken on you, especially when you were just on the back foot like this. You want to take full advantage of that. You want to push forward. You want to clear out that defensive line that the enemy has entrenched themselves in. Their heads are down. They're completely hung out to dry right now. Completely smart by the Brotherhood to take advantage of this, assuming they don't overextend. If they overextend, again, the NCR numbers are going to come back to bite them in the ass. They're going to get enveloped. Helios is going to be potentially open for another attack from a different direction. So assuming they don't overextend themselves here, this is a fucking massive play, and it could work out fucking super well for them. Just saying. Just saying. I really, really like that episode too. That was cool to see. I love the use of the small unit tactics there in that episode. Episode 15, guys. There's only 4 more left. Holy shit. This is going to be sad. Only 4 more left. 2 minutes long, this one. Let's take a look at it. 1440p, full screen, captions on. I have captions on. It's not really picking up the subtitles though, so I do apologize for that. I can't help that. So sorry about that, but yes, it is on. Mopping up, yep.
The enemy is breaking through with war machines. Our main force is retreating.
With war machines. That's awesome.
And is unable to retreat.
What?
Enemy heavy armor is breaking through the lines.
What heavy armors? Major, you didn't say anything about
literally
any heavy armors.
What heavy armors? That's awesome. That's so cool. That's so cool. They literally mentioned that.
Damn it.
Wow.
Bastards. Retreating when there's still an AT team left. Even if the AT team is wiped out, those weapons must be recovered. Major, I'm taking command of this operation.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell the remaining rear line troops to stay where they are and cover the AT team to the end, and that anyone who retreats will be shot.
Wow. Showing the desperation, though, like, that's their missile launchers, right? Like, they can't lose those. You can't just make more of those, right? They absolutely cannot let those fall into enemy hands. The Brotherhood gets hold of those, and that's looking real bad. Huge asset loss right there. Or transfer, I should say.
Colonel.
Elite Rangers are going to be deployed here.
This is an emergency. The front line's been overrun by enemy war machines. Both flanks have fallen back, and the first recons are retreating. In the process, our ATs have been surrounded. We need to save them. At the very least, we need those weapons. Think you can do it?
We'll do as much as our squad can. Just need fire support.
Wow. And showing, like, I don't want to pause, we're not at the end here.
Move troops to those positions.
Wow.
Bring the weapons.
Understood.
Showing the humility of the Elite Rangers there, in a sense. We might be able to do it if we get fire support. 50 cal anti-mats, those will punch through armor, absolutely. Wow. Holy shit. That is awesome. That was really cool to see. And you see Moore's desperation there. Again, literally mentioning the fact that reconnaissance didn't account for that fact. They had no idea. Again, their strategy did not account for that. And I love how I was able to, like, not to suck my own dick or anything, but I love how I was able to, like, literally pick that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, pick up, like, what he had in mind going for that. That is so fucking cool. I love the use of, like, you know, realism here in the sense of an actual assault. And by Sodes too, to actually be able to animate this in a way that it makes sense, a portrayal that makes sense realistically speaking here. It's so fucking cool to see. So do I aim for the head or torso to best take out a sentry with a 50 cal? You could aim for the head. The head would be fine. if you're aiming for the torso, that would work depending on what kind of systems you hit. But the head is its, you know, its main. What should I say? I'm pretty sure its vision ports are in its head still, like the way it's all of its sensors are. So if you take out its head, it could still, in theory, be operational, but it won't be able to target anything, if that makes sense. I believe. I don't want to misspeak. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure all of its sensors are still located in its head. So it might still be a functional quote-unquote unit, but it won't be able to actually like target identify. Yeah, at the least blind. Exactly. Like, if it can't, like, in the case of this, if its head's gone and it can't target identify, I assume it would probably stop firing because it doesn't want to kill friendlies, right? Like, the AI is probably smart enough to recognize that, at least. The fact that, you know, if you can't target identify, there's nothing to shoot at, quote unquote, right? Like, that's a pretty simplistic AI procedure. So I'd assume in this case, that would probably be the best, yeah. That will probably let you have a chance to flank it from behind to destroy its fusion core. Yeah, exactly. It does have a fusion core located in the back of it. So if you can get behind it and shoot it in the torso for where its fusion core is located, that would work very effectively. The 50 cals, the anti-mats that the elite rangers are fielding here, those in theory could potentially punch through it and hit it, but you would have to get like, you'd have to have some degree of luck behind it, right? Which is an element in Fallout. So who knows? Maybe one of these elite rangers here, maybe he's got a luck of 10, bro. He's gonna shoot that motherfucker and it's gonna explode. You know what I'm saying? Like, just fucking completely wipe the front line of the Brotherhood. Holy shit, who knows? That was a cool episode though. The desperation of more there of high command there, not seeing the not having the reconnaissance knowledge to know what was going on inside of Helios. And then coming up with a fast reaction plan for it instantly, mobilizing elite rangers. They get in there, they're deploying their anti-mats. And again, the elite rangers too, they're not cocky. They're saying if we get fire support, we might be able to get the job done. The rangers are a very, very practical faction, sub-faction, I guess I should say, in Fallout. They're fucking a hard bunch of dudes. Well, ladies, I should say as well. You know what I'm saying? But they're not going to bullshit you. They're not going to lie to you, right? Like they're very, very honest. They're for the most part good people, right? So it's just awesome to see kind of like their humility at work. Yeah, we can maybe do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's awesome to see too. We thank you for your service, trooper. If not for you, survivors like me would be screwed, literally. Listen to me, trooper. Clearly a hardcore vet, yeah. On my second tour in the Mojave. Yeah, bro. Second tour in the Mojave would be rough shit. Rough shit for sure, bro. Especially now you got Legion to contend with, a whole bunch of other shit. Powder gangers, fuck that. Alright, episode 16. Episode 16, guys. I'm scared. I don't want it to end, bro. It's so good. I really don't want it to end. Again, I'm not trying to like just fucking glaze here the entire time, but holy shit. Detailing this is awesome.
Move troops to those positions. Bring the weapons.
Understood.
Got a super mutant employed there. That's not far out there either.
Squad, stash.
I'm sure that has happened in some cases.
Are you ready?
Whiskey, ready.
November, ready. Good. Let's get to work.
Damn. Brotherhood moving up to that suppressing line. Those forces were told to hold the line, so they're doing so. They're trying their best not to fall back. AT squad is fucked.
Only ATT.
AT rifles? Oh yeah, holy shit, there it is. Yeah. Anti-mats are fucked, dude. Yeah, there's no way.
Decoy team, get ready.
Oh my god. Yeah, the knights are fucked. Yeah, the knights are instantly fucked. You can just see how desperate it is. Each side utilizing something that the other side does not have, does not know the other side can utilize and deploy on the field, right? you know, anti-mats, the elite rangers, right? Skilled marksmen of that degree, with the AT capabilities, right? Brotherhood's not expecting that, right? You know, NCR are not expecting sentry bots, combat robots to be on the field. It's just cool to see like the ebb and flow of the battle in like a realistic manner, and to see each side kind of like come up with a reaction to it, you know, and to build off of it. It's so cool to see that come together in a unified way. Keep saying that, but man, it's just done so well. Fuck, that was episode 16, guys. Episode 17, 3 minutes 28 seconds long, and then I know there's episode 18 on his channel. We're gonna check that out after as well. Fuck, I don't want it to end, guys. I really don't want it to end. No plan survives contact. Yeah, and this shows that really, really well. I have to say, it shows it really, really well. Well, we gotta like first. Gotta like first. 1.1 million views, episode 17. 3 minutes, 27 seconds long. We're spoiled with this one. Holy shit. Let's see what it's all about.
Heads up!
Reloading the sentry bots, yep.
Kill!
On the AT team. Enemy sniper!
You can just see the knights like staring in like disbelief at that shit.
Get ready.
Oh, that would be fucking terrifying. Yeah, start suppressing immediately. All those knights are done for. They gotta get out of there or die.
Another enemy attack from our sides. Concentrate firepower on the flanks.
You can see the NCR like utilizing their recon divisions. Their use of prolonged warfare, not prolonged, extended warfare, I guess. Is that what you call it? Engaging at a long range where combat is not going to be possible for the Brotherhood, right? Taking them off.
The enemy's taking the bait! Move! Falling back!
Engaged.
Wow. Sentry bots are moving up to engage. The front line there, they're bait. They're done for. Unfortunate, but...
It's begun.
Oh, no?
All units, fire at will.
Okay. Drew out the sentry bots there. Oh, wow. No, they're aiming for paladins, which is arguably worse. Yeah, wow. This organization is gonna fall apart the second there's no paladins left. Oh my fuck, wow. That was crazy to see.
Another paladins. HQ, have the sentry bots target the AMR's firing position. Engaging hostile target.
Rain's coming in.
We've been detected. Squad, move location.
That's awesome. That's so good. Showing the skill, like, of the elite rangers there. Also the use of their helmets, they can hear that shit coming in for them, right?
All squads, take cover and avoid sniper fire. Take cover! Get under cover! Avoid cover! Fire! Incoming! Locating to avoid bombardments.
Wow. Holy shit, the AT squads are being brave.
Keep firing!
The AT squads are being fucking heroes. Oh my god. What a fucking champion, bro. Hero. Give that guy a medal. He needs to shake the president's hand. Holy fuck.
Sir, are you alright?
Wow.
One is down. We must fall back.
AT team secured! Falling back!
Commander down. Retreat.
Fall back!
Retreat. Protect the commander.
They lost one of the 3 sentry bots there. That's brutal. Wow. Give that AT trooper a goddamn medal. Yeah, bro. He should have been out of the fight. Technically, he's probably a casualty. I'd be amazed if he wasn't wounded there at all. So not only is he getting like the equivalent of a Purple Heart, but he's also getting a fucking presidential commendation. Like, holy fuck. If he survives this battle, dude, holy fuck. That guy is a Chad. Straight up, stood up, like he was about to be executed. Stood up, took his shot, you know? Man, just goes to show you, like, just one guy, like, placed conveniently, it really can just change the tide, straight up. Those elite rangers were working, though. They were completely working those paladins out. And there's nothing they can do about them, right? They can't engage effectively at that distance. They don't even know what's shooting at them necessarily, even though they do have like some, you know, the helmets do help a little bit, but, you know, not necessarily at that range. You know, they got high-powered scopes on those anti-mats. AP rounds, obviously, maybe even explosive rounds, hard to say. Yeah, though, and you saw the collateral too. I just want to say that was fucking sick. I just want to say that again. The collateral on these anti-mats. Like, these knights are trying to use him as cover, right? Fucking straight through. Shows the power.
We're sniping on our paladins.
Absolutely fucking crazy, man. Like, that shit is crazy. So are we the Legion supporting the Brotherhood or the NCR? I guess that's personal preference. I guess that's personal preference. At this point, the Brotherhood's... Okay, at this point, the Brotherhood chapter under Elijah... the Brotherhood kind of like... The Brotherhood is governed by chapters, right? So each chapter could potentially be led in a different manner, so to speak. And Elijah's kind of a fucking... You know, he's pretty fucking insane, let's call him. So definitely not Elijah. The Brotherhood in this case are probably the bad guys overall, if Elijah's plan was to come to fruition. Just saying. The Brotherhood overall are generally not the bad guys, in quotation marks. But like, you know, it's hard to say. The NCR are generally a lot more neutral, I'll call them. You know, the NCR are about as like staunchly neutral as you can get. They're as free as a person can hope to get. You know what I'm saying? Now, you do have to pay taxes, and fuck taxes, but that's really the only bad thing about them, besides like government bureaucracy, right? Which is, it's basically, think of like a government of like nowadays, and put it in like, you know, put it into a situation where it's 200 years after a nuclear war, and you'll get the NCR essentially, right? The NCR is the only true democratic faction. That's very true. That's very true. Bad guys are the best? Yeah, I guess so. Bad guys are the best. True. Well, that was episode 17. We're gonna have to go to Sodaz's channel to get the last one. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure there's one more. Episode 18, right here, yeah. Let's see here. Pause, damn you, pause. Captions on, 1440p. Episode 18, guys. This is how... This is technically the last one. I just want to make sure. He's got a 6-minute one. Added Brother to Steel dialogue. 03. Okay, so he's got some different ones. Okay. Those are members only, though, so we can't watch those ones yet, unfortunately. But episode 18, just a straight-up episode 18, we're going to check that one out, of course. Let's see what this is all about. Let's pick it up. Buff out, combat stims, okay.
We're outnumbered and at a tactical disadvantage. You must make a decision now, Elder.
Talking to Elijah, holy shit.
Are you planning on making the noble sacrifices of our men meaningless? It is our mission to safeguard technology. We must hold this place to the very end.
Elder, if our chapter falls, preserving our technology will be impossible. We are on the brink of destruction.
McNamara is right. Since we have
That's
civilians
McNamara.
with us, we should retreat from Helios 1 for now, regroup in a safe location, and then recapture this place.
Silence! We will defend the technology. That is our top priority. Dismissed!
Showing Elijah, like, losing his fucking marbles. Not quite to the extent that it gets to, but... You know, it's getting there. NCR conducting a night raid here again.
Hostile targets detected.
Wow, nice. Flare launcher. Damn, dude. Oh, they got a 50 cal set up there? Holy shit.
How many enemies are there?
It's a force of about
Countless.
2 companies, sir.
This is just a scouting attack. They're testing our defenses. Keep the alarm off.
Yes, sir.
Wonder if that'll be a mistake. Looks like it, yeah. Just a probing attack. Just seeing what they got. Trying to do some recon.
More ammo. I got half left.
Yeah, they just dried themselves out. It's literally just to drain their ammo. They can't hold. They know that.
Get down! Sniper!
Keep them awake all night.
Contact over there!
Keep them firing at nothing. You know what I mean?
Get down! Under fire!
Good shot.
It's counterattack! Keep attacking!
It's Christine. I was gonna say that looked a lot like Christine, bro. Straight up. I didn't wanna call it too early, but like that looked like Christine.
Contact over there! Move out!
See that again. And you can see too here now as well. These largely, right, like you got some combat armored knights still here, but a lot of these guys are now just wearing clothing. You can really see them starting to get desperate, right? Like they've lost a lot of people. A lot of armor is now like, you know, completely ruined. It's not repairable, at least not in the time frame that they have. They're under constant assault. Again, all their knights are deployed on the field. There's no repair, no maintenance taking place. You know, it's showing the desperation of the situation here, straight up. Yeah, straight up. Good with the scoped rifle. Yeah, that's Christine, 100%. I think it is too. I think it probably is too. I think I don't know actually. I think because it could be Veronica, but Veronica wasn't really obviously good with a fucking firearm. But Christine is fucking nuts with a scoped rifle. This is a scoped rifle, crack shot, long range. I would say it probably is, man. I'd say you're probably right on that. I'd have to agree. That was my first thoughts too. Yeah. I'd be inclined to agree. God damn, guys. Again, I don't want to glaze too hard, but fuck, this has been fantastic. I'm really glad that we checked these out here today. I didn't want to, you know, again, I checked out the first 5 episodes a while ago, and I've been waiting on checking out the rest. You know, I don't know why. Again, they were all kind of like an inconvenient length, I guess, to make kind of like a video out of. And I kind of wanted to experience it all with you guys here. You know, I know some of you guys want to tune in for a live streaming of it. I know a lot of other people will probably catch it after the live stream's done as a video kind of thing. But no, I thought it was awesome to check these out with you guys. Sodas absolutely deserves the love and attention for this series. I know he does a bunch of other series as well. I know he's obviously got one on Halo. I know he's got... let's see here. He's got a lot. He's got the Halo whip. He's got quite a few. I know he's got some Warhammer ones too that we checked out initially. The Stalker one, we checked that out on the channel as well. He's got a lot of animations, very, very detailed animations, and you can see from like the Stalker fan film, you know, to like the Fallout whips, you can just see the experience gain, you know, like that he's gotten. I know the Fallout, not the Fallout whip, the Stalker fan film. That one wasn't bad by any means, but it was a little rough around the edges. But then you see him with the Fallout whip, man. He's nailing it down to such a degree. I love the way he does this. Sodas deserves the attention. Go subscribe to him. If you're not subscribed, make sure you go like these videos. Check them out on your own time for sure. Man, fantastic videos here. Big shout out to Sodas, man. Like, I have to say it again. Like, he really, really deserves the attention. But yeah, no, yeah, that's all the Fallout whips in order. That's all 18 currently that he has released. So yeah, that was awesome to check out. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. All you guys that tuned in with me. Yeah, no, awesome to see you guys here. Appreciate you guys doing that. And yeah, make sure you guys leave a like on the stream if you're here. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Come on down, join our Discord if you're not there. And big thank you to all of our members, of course. All of our Hastati, our Principe, Dagenhart, and Hobbit, and of course, our Prefect Fear. Appreciate you guys, of course. You guys inspire me to make more content for you guys every single day. And yeah, I'm probably going to be streaming some more Skyrim later today. I'm not too sure yet, to be honest, actually. I'm not too sure. I do want to do more Skyrim. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely, I'm going to continue that. But you know, it might hold a little poll, see if you guys want something different. Otherwise, we just continue Skyrim. I might not. I might just play Skyrim and we just do that for fucking 10 hours a day. We'll see. But yeah, guys, without any further delay, awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, without any further delay, this has been Centurion. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.